She's grown, she's bold, she's speaking her mind. A little dose of truth with a whole lot of shine. Hot topics, real life, no stressing. You tapped in now, it's a dose of precious.
Real talk, good vibes, and Jim's authentic. Welcome to A Dose of Precious. So, just for a quick check-in, I am doing amazing. I'm really in a good headspace. No complaints whatsoever. Of course, we have good old faithful. We have her hair. Again, week number 2. And we can move right on into the BET Awards. I wanted to briefly, so quickly talk about it just because I hope that the BET Awards gets to the point in the Black community where we can really value it and really treat it like it's a special event. I think that they did a lot better this year just because they made everybody dress up. And so that was a really good thing. I don't watch award shows, although I did get a glimpse or two. I did see a performance or two, but I don't watch the whole thing. I brought it up because I wanted to note that there's been a lot of things going on in America, and I am so proud of Doechii for bringing it up. At the time of the BET Awards, there was a bunch of really big, well, they started off as peaceful protests. I believe they turned into riots technically. And I just want to commend her for acknowledging it because I feel like a lot of other people knew, well, probably everybody at the award show knew exactly what was going on and no one said anything. So shout out to Doechii. She continues to make me so proud. I love to see women succeed. It makes me not only motivated because it makes me feel like, I can do it too, but it's just beautiful to watch the courageousness that us as Black women have. And so Doechii, if no one else has told you, I'm proud of you and you continue to make me proud. You're an amazing human being. Moving on. Now moving on to Viral Talk.
Viral Talk.
Number 1. We will be talking about the orange bitch today. Let me pick up my microphone for this one. We will be talking about the orange bitch today. A special fuck you. So there was a parade this weekend for Trump. What did they try to make the parade about allegedly? But coincidentally, the parade was on his birthday. There was so much military machinery there. The troops look horrible. I've never seen a military anything where they were just walking. Usually they march. No, they were walking. They were laughing, they were smiling, they were taking pictures. Apparently this got Trump upset. I don't really care about the laughing and the taking of the pictures. But while they were supposed to be marching, I was like, they look a mess. It looked a hot mess. Other people that are in the military, that are in the Navy, all of the things, Air Force has come out and said that that was their way of protesting, that they did not want to be there, that they were obligated to be there, and that was their way of protesting. So, oh shit, I shouldn't say that. They're not Black. Shout out to you if that was the intent. Shout out to you. This is a good thing on one hand, a bad thing on another. Y'all looked a mess. So if that was the goal, you completed it because y'all looked a hot mess. I was like, what the hell? What the hell-ion? What the hell-iante? What the hell, LeBron James? It was a mess. And of course, on that same day, I was so. That was, of course, disappointing, right? Because he was trying to have a parade to hype himself up like he always does. Oh, he's the worst. That stupid orange bitch is the worst. But the people were protesting. The whites. They were out. And I'm proud of you guys. They was outside, okay? They was like, do not fucking play with me. He did what? He took away our Medicare that we didn't know was Obamacare. What? They was outside after they dumbasses voted for Trump. Oh, a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess on his part. I'm still really proud of you guys. This needed to be done. I don't know what's wrong with that orange bitch. I don't even think it's him. I don't think that he is even, like, in his right mind enough to know what the fuck is going on. They're saying that he has dementia. They're saying that the orange bitch shits on himself all the time. I'll put up the video of him sitting there looking like he's about to cry, literally. Somebody said, I don't think he's about to cry. I think he's shitting on himself. And that's not even them trying to be funny, because allegedly, a bunch of people have come out and said that he shits on himself all the time. That he is a shitty person that comes, not shitty meaning that they're a shitty person. They probably are a shitty person. Maybe not, who knows. That comes and cleans him up every time he shits on himself. Now, these may be rumors, and you may be like, you don't like him, so you're feeding into anything that contributes to your beliefs. Possibly. But they say he's shitty. I said what I said. Fuck him. So this next story is honestly heartbreaking. I am just appalled at where we are in this country. To think that they allegedly want to have babies and they care about babies so much, and while achieving that goal, they'll kill women in the process. It's heartbreaking. For this to be the richest country in the world, it's sad that allegedly, it's sad that so many women still die during childbirth. It's sad that when it comes to education, that we are so far behind. It's sad that we have so much homelessness in the country. It's sad that there's so many kids every day that starve to death. It's sad that there's so many children that don't have homes. It's sad that there's so many people that don't have homes. It's just like the math is not math. And it's like if 1 + 1 = 2, then why the fuck your people don't have health care? If 1 + 1 = 2, then why the fuck does your people not have free education or higher education? If 1 + 1 = 2, fuck higher education. Why are you complaining about feeding the children? The children you don't want to die. You don't want them to die, but you don't want to feed them? Huh? I don't want to get political, because that's I guess we're here now, right? That wasn't my intent. What I will say is 1 + 1 is not equaling 2, baby. 1 + 1 is not equaling 2. Anyway, we're going to be speaking about our Adriana and them keeping her alive against her family's wishes. So if you don't know, I'll give you a quick summary. We are going to read an article, but Adriana she had some complications. She was pregnant. She had some complications during her pregnancy. At the time that the second time, she went the first time, they gave her medication and sent her home. So the second time she came into the hospital, she was about 10 weeks pregnant. They confirmed her, the doctors confirmed her to be brain dead. They could not take her off of life support because of the law stating that they can't give an abortion to a woman after 6 weeks of being pregnant within the state of Georgia. Let's read this article. Okay, the title of the article, so I want to note this. Brain dead pregnant woman who's kept alive due to Georgia abortion ban gives birth to 1-pound baby. Okay, need to know. I like this. Need to know. I thought they were trying to get me to pay. Adriana Smith, who was 10 weeks pregnant, was declared brain dead in February, but kept alive due to Georgia's strict ban on abortion. After nearly 4 months of lifespan support, Smith gave birth via emergency C-section. Her mother, April Newkirk, who previously called the experience torture, is now preparing to say goodbye and take her daughter off of life support. She has been officially taken off of life support as soon as Tuesday, I believe. Okay. Nearly 4 months after she was declared brain dead while pregnant, a Georgia woman has given birth, and her family is now preparing to take her off of life support. On February 19th, Adriana Smith, a registered nurse from Atlanta, was declared brain dead after suffering multiple blood clots in her brain. She was about 9 weeks pregnant at the time. Following the 2022 overturn of Roe v. Wade, Georgia enacted a ban on abortion after 6 weeks gestation. According to the law, no abortion shall be performed if an unborn child has a detectable human heartbeat in the event of a medical emergency. Okay, moving on. And the state of a medical emergency is defined as a condition in which abortion is necessary in order to prevent death of the pregnant woman or the substantial or irreversible physical impairment of a major bodily function of the pregnant woman. However, Smith's case is considered a legal gray area, and doctors reportedly told her family that because she is brain dead and no longer considered a risk, they are legally required to maintain her life until the fetus reaches viability. Smith's mother, April Newark, told 11 Alive that after nearly 4 months, her daughter gave birth to son at 4:41 a.m. on June 13th via emergency C-section. The newborn, named Chance, weighed about 1 pound, 3 ounces and was taken to the NICU. He is expected to be okay, she told the outlet. He's just fighting. We want prayers for him. Just keep praying for him. He's here now. Newark said that she was preparing to say goodbye to her daughter and take her off of life support Tuesday, June 17th. It's kind of hard, you know. It's a hard process, she said tearfully, and noting that she is celebrated Smith's 31st birthday over the weekend. I'm her mother, she continued. I shouldn't be burying my daughter should be burying me. If I could say one more thing to her, I guess I would tell her I love her and that she was a great daughter. Newark previously told the outlet that keeping Smith alive despite her being brain dead was torture, especially for her 7-year-old grandson who believed his mother was just sleeping. She's been breathing through machines for more than 90 days, she said. It's torture for me. I see my daughter breathing, but she's not there, and her son. I bring him to see her. Additionally, Newark said they were told the doctors are not legally allowed to consider other options. She said every woman should have the right to make their own decisions. And if not, the decision should be made by their partners or parents, which I agree. Emory Healthcare, which runs the hospital, told Associated Press that although they could not comment on the individual case, they considered the state's abortion ban. The hospital uses consensus of clinical experts, medical literature, and legal guidance to support our providers as they make individualized treatment recommendations in compliance with Georgia's abortion laws and all other applicable laws. Emery said in a statement, "Our top priorities continue to be the safety and well-being of the patients we serve. She's pregnant with my grandson, but he may be blind, he may not be able to walk, he may not survive once he's born." She told the outlet, "This decision should have been left to us. Now we're left wondering what kind of life he'll have, and we're going to be the ones raising him." I don't even know how to even put into words how this makes me feel. I don't want to as a woman, as I've gotten older and learned more about the experience of specifically giving birth. Now, I've been around children, so I've gotten to see other women's experience of raising children. But specifically when it comes to giving birth, I've learned more information about how specifically Black women die at a much higher rate than any other type of woman when they go to give birth, how their concerns and complications aren't taken into consideration. I say all of this to say the entire experience as a Black woman is scary, for lack of better words. It's terrifying, for lack of better words. It's difficult, for lack of better words, simply because of the color of your skin. And to think that this woman, who was a registered nurse, went into this medical setting, and although she didn't have the autonomy to make decisions for herself, her family had the ability to make those decisions, and they were not able to. I understand that laws are put in place to protect the overall good of the people. But when it comes to medical decisions, much like many other decisions in life, the decision that you end up making is based off of the specific circumstances of that specific situation. And so, do I understand exactly why the Georgia 6-month week ban was put into place, especially if it was a decision that was not made by medical professionals? I don't know. I think that's absurd, personally. What I will say is, it's even more absurd for you to have a woman that is dead. She was dead. When they say brain dead, I think a lot of the times people are like, "Oh, she's brain dead," but da-da-da. When your brain is dead, that's it. That's it. That's it. You're dead. There's nothing. You can't restart the brain. You know what? I shouldn't. Siri, when you're brain dead, is there a way for you to restart your brain?
Currently, there is no technology that can restore brain function.
Once you're dead,
Researchers believe that it might be
Siri, shut up. Once you're dead, that's it. That's it. Now, sometimes the body does do miraculous things. So maybe there was a time or two, and this is me being very generous, maybe there was a time or two where someone was technically brain dead and then they did come back to life, right? But there's no technology that another person can do in order to revive that brain. That being said, the minute that she was dead, it doesn't matter if she's pregnant or not. I don't understand why the decision. I get it. You know what I do understand, because the stupid ass law. Although, however, comma No, although, comma, however, comma. What the fuck? How does that make sense? That's heartbreaking. And then not only is allegedly the family is left to, so she's been in the hospital. We all know how expensive the hospitals are in America because, of course, they refuse to give Americans free health care. We pay all of this fucking money in taxes. They refuse to give us health care, right? So she's been in the hospital for what, over 3 months. The family is obligated to pay those hospital bills, allegedly. And then on top of that, now they have to raise a sickly child. And before the baby was even born, before they even put out the statement that the baby may be blind and the baby may not be able to walk and the baby may not even survive, which will the babies, right? So they did all of this for what? But now the family is obligated to take care of a sickly person. I don't know if I'm talking to you, look me in my eyes, if you have anybody in your family that is a sickly person, but that shit is intense. Even if you don't have someone in the family that's a sickly person, if you have someone in the family that's diagnosed with any type of mental illness, if you have someone in the family that is diagnosed with really anything, this healthcare system is expensive as fuck. So unless you have like money, like millions and millions and millions to throw around, I'm just like, who the fuck are you to make this decision if this is not going to directly impact your life? It's giving, like they always do with black women. They did a fucking experiment on our bodies in order to see if it was possible. Now, I heard that they already have incubators. So my other question is, why the fuck did you do this? But I can see how it would be beneficial. I can see how it would be a study. I can see all of those things. And I can see how they would exploit an innocent woman and an innocent family in order to get the resource that they want, because they've done it time and time and time and time again, especially to black people. I'm appalled just all together with the whole situation. I feel for the family. Prayers out to the family. Prayers out to the family, because I could only imagine what the fuck they're going through. This is horrible. Just like, it's so many just crazy things happening right now. I'm like, how the fuck are you guys? It's so many crazy things happening. And of course, this is one of them. Let's do a quick moment of silence for Adriana Smith and her family, as I try not to cry, because the experience as a black woman is just, oh gosh. Moving on. We're going to move on to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is being sued. Before we go into the lawsuit, though, I want to quickly speak about just Tyler Perry and his art. I will say, I have followed Tyler's career since the plays. I enjoyed the plays. I thoroughly enjoyed the plays. Although the plays, I think, have the same plot as the movies, I don't think it's as exaggerated. I think the plays gave more of a well-rounded experience. Maybe it was also the music. Maybe it was just the crowd that I was intrigued by. I don't know. But I've followed his career since the plays. Still to this day. Sisters. There's a lot of interesting things that happen in Sisters that I don't think is realistic at all. But I enjoy it. It's a kiki. Divorce Sisters. Or is it Divorce? I think it's Divorce Sisters. Honestly, I think that's kind of like a step up from a lot of the things that he puts out so far. It seems to be better acting. The quality, I don't want to say the quality is better. I think because the acting is better, maybe I view the quality is a little bit better. I don't know if he's writing on it. I don't know who's writing for it, but I just feel like so far it's a lot more just like a regular soap opera. Now, what I will say is a lot of the times we do critique other black artists. We do critique other black professionals. We do critique other black period, a lot harder than we would others. So I want to also be mindful of that as well. What I will say is, some of the things that he's put out, I'm just like, do you hate black women? Do you hate black women so much that you can't see a world where a black woman has a happy ending? As I sit here and I say these things, now I'm thinking, do I know any black women? Now, granted, I don't know the intricate details of anybody's life or anybody's situation, right? Because nobody's going to sit there and tell you every single detail about their life. And there's no way that I would possibly know every single detail about someone's life. But overall, I can think of some black women that seem to have like a pretty decent outcome in life. I'll speak for myself. My life is by far not the greatest, but it's by far not the fucking worst. And some of the things that he portrays, I'm like, oh my gosh. Some of it is not far-fetched. Some of it I'm like, come on now. Come on. At what point will Tyler put out a body of work that shows specifically a black, dark skin, heavy on the dark skin woman that maybe she doesn't get the fairy tale, but can she get like something that's good out of it? This lady, I didn't watch Straw. I did not watch Straw. I'm going to repeat. I did not watch Straw. But she accidentally robbed the bank. The baby died. Spoiler alert. I don't know what happened though, so I can't really. She did this, she did that, she lost her job, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, give the women some type of resolve. And we don't want to see the type of resolve where she was at first with a dark skinned man and he beat her ass, and then she goes to a light skinned man and he saves her, or she was with some man and he was a monster, and then Tyler comes in playing this good guy and then he saves her. That's not what we want to see. Just give a nice. I would love to see. I love a good rom-com. I love a good rom-com. And ironically, when I sit back and I think about it, I don't, off of the top of my head, now I'm not good with names and my memory is not the best. But off of the top of my head, I cannot name any full black cast or mostly black cast. I don't have the best memory, so I cannot name off of the top. It may be out there. I may have seen it. I may love the movie, but I just, off the top of my head, I can't think of it right now. I cannot recall at this very moment a all black or mostly black cast that is a rom-com. If you know a mostly black or all black cast that is a rom-com, name it down below. I don't want to hear no damn Love and Basketball, because that was not a love story. I don't want to, because if you think about the intricate details of the story, no. I don't want to hear Love Jones, which was another one who was the plot of, did it? She was in love with him and he ended up loving somebody else. Give me some all black and as a matter of fact, even if it was Love Jones, I want something within the 20th century. When did Love Jones come out? I believe Love Jones came out in the 90s. Give me a all black or mostly black cast rom-com movie that has came out in the 20th century. I'm not even saying the last 10 years. Ideally, the last 10 years. That is mainstream that I'll be able to say. Or even if it's an independent, because I love a good independent show. They talk about a movie. They talk about the Tubi. Oh, Tubi. I love a good Tubi movie. I love to see my people. I love when it's written by a black person. I love when it's produced by a black person. I love to see black people star in the movie. I love that shit. Okay? I want to see my people. I want to see a beautiful, dark-skinned, thick black girl up on the screen, because that's what the fuck I am. And I'm beautiful, and I want to see her beautiful ass up there too. And I want to see his beautiful ass up there too. Period. So I love it. Tell me, because if you can correct me, which I love, if you can correct, I would love if you can correct me so I can go and watch the movie and then I can tell others about the movie and they can go watch the movie. I'm that girl, okay? I find me a good Tubi show. Yeah. I watch the shit over and over and over and over and over again. I was going to name some stuff, but I won't. If y'all want to know some good Tubi or some good independent black with a what even said with a Q, black with a Q on it, I got you. I love me a good black movie. I love seeing my people. I love it. I love it. Even if, they like, oh, the graphics is not all there. It's okay. I get what you were saying. You was trying to shoot him. Y'all ain't have the money to put get the best editor out there to make the graphics the best. I got the gist of it, and that's good enough for me. Okay, what's not good enough? If the budget is there, make it appropriate. Okay, I will judge you. If the budget is there and you decided to skimp on the budget, I will judge you. But if you doing what needs to be done based off of your budget, I am here for it. As long as I get the gist of what's going on, I don't have an issue personally. As long as the actors are well paid, everybody is satisfied, I am fine. As long as the cast is, behind the scenes, as long as they got I am fine. I got the gist of what happened. Cool. Still a great plot. Cool. The writing is still good. Cool. The acting, y'all did y'all best. I do want some of y'all niggas to go to acting school. I will say that. I do want some of y'all niggas go to acting school, babe. We all have to put in the work for the things that we like. You're a lawyer, you go to law school. You're a doctor, your residency. Babe, put in the extra work. Take the acting classes. Go get some improv. Do whatever needs to be done. The acting could be, sometimes some movies, some shows, I could be like, you couldn't have done better. But I am here for it, and I would still watch it. I still enjoy it thoroughly. It doesn't bother me. I want y'all to be y'all best, though. Some of you niggas need acting classes. Anyway, we are supposed to be talking about the lawsuit. Let's get into the lawsuit. I pulled up an article. I want to read the article to you guys because this is interesting. I also think maybe Tyler Perry don't really like the girls. Oh, the girls, because he likes the girls. If you get it, you get it. Maybe he doesn't like the girls because he likes the girls. Okay. This is an article from USA Today. Tyler Perry has been sued by an actor alleging Perry threatened the man's series regular role on TV. For several years, used his professional power for sexual leverage. Derek Dixon, on June 13th, filed a lawsuit against Perry, an actor, writer, and director known for films with a wide varying Medea franchise, as well as the new Netflix thriller Straw, alleging quid pro quo sexual harassment, work environment harassment, sexual harassment and battery, retaliation, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. According to the complaint obtained by USA Today on June 17th, Dixon is seeking $260 million due to allegedly being targeted by Perry, who said he sought a coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic with Mr. Dixon. Perry initially approached Dixon with career opportunities and cast him in the BET Plus Ruthless. Dixon eventually ended up on the BET show The Oval, which is Dixon's biggest on-screen credit. He appeared on 85 episodes from 2001 to 2025. Perry then subjected Dixon to escalating sexual harassment, assault and battery, professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advances. Dixon claims this led to Dixon allegedly quitting on season 6. Tyler Perry's lawyer accuses Derek Dixon of setting up a scam. Perry's lawyer denied the allegations on a statement shared with USA Today. This is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for now what appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam, said the attorney Matthew Boyd. But Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident that these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Dixon says he first met Perry while working at Perry's Studios opening party in September 2019 and was offered a chance to audition for one of Perry's TV projects. Months later, in January 2020, Perry allegedly made his first physical advances on Dixon. Describing Perry as a powerful media mogul, Dixon leveled claims of an alleged sustained pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation. Throughout his lawsuit, Dixon leveled claims of sexual aggression, including over text, and provided screenshots. Using his influence, Mr. Perry provided vulnerable men with acting positions, roles, show contracts, cars, and money. Once the object of his desire was hooked, Tyler Perry would then put them in fear of losing all unless they engaged in Mr. Perry's perverted desire for sexual gratification, Dixon lawsuit reads. Mr. Perry would easily ill off a character in a show of an actor who failed to engage in Perry's sexual fantasies, the law continues. In turn, fearing that his career would end before it began, Dixon put up with comments and continued to maintain that he was not the sexual type, the actor alleges. Okay. What I will say is, this sounds mighty familiar. There was another actor who came out. I can't think of his name. But he was beautiful. He was also in Tyler Perry's plays. He came out and he said that this big person had been, I guess, sexually harassing him this entire time. And that if this person, I don't even know what the fuck happened. It was Christian Keys came out a while ago. He said that someone was basically sexually harassing him for years, and he was going to come out and say everything unless, I guess, he got what he wanted. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it does sound mighty familiar to what this Dixon or what Derek is saying. I don't know if it's true. We'll have to see how things play out. What I will say is that Tyler is a billionaire, so I doubt that this is going to go but so far, even whether it's true or not, because that's just how money and power works in America. It doesn't surprise me. I feel like there has been gay rumors of Tyler Perry for forever. That's not a me thing. That's just what I heard. I never once, I guess, I thought maybe he could have been a little gay, and then they say he had a girlfriend. They said allegedly he was dating one of the girls of his sister. And then they say he had a baby and that he had a long-term girlfriend, which doesn't mean that you're not gay. But I was just like, who cares about Tyler Perry? So I didn't think twice about it. I didn't really care. We'll have to see how things play out. I think it's very interesting. I don't think it's far-fetched. I think a lot of the people within the entertainment industry are, gay or some type of like to play in everybody's booty hole. So we'll see. But I doubt that this is going anywhere. The same way that the Christian Keys thing didn't go anywhere. I just don't feel like this is going to go anywhere either. Not saying that they're related. I don't know. I'm just saying. Now moving on to show recap. We are going to be recapping The Real Housewives of Atlanta again. I'm sighing because I say all the time, I'm going to and I keep coming back to the episode. What I will say is I don't think that this episode was half bad. It gave to me like a travel vlog. I love a travel vlog. So that may be why I wasn't completely bored with it. But I thought it was okay. I thought it was really okay. Actually, we get to see We get to see the girls have a bonding moment. We don't get to see all of it, but the girls have fun. They're dancing. They're having a good time in the hotel room. I thought that was amazing. It was finally nice to see everybody getting along and actually seeming like it's a real girls trip and not a and not a job obligation. After that night, we see that tensions are high between Kelly and Britt. I don't think that Britt was ever going to be a girl's girl. So on one hand, I was like, who the fuck cares about any friendship that Britt has? On the other hand, it was kind of like, well, I mean, we kind of knew that this was going to fall through because Britt is just not a girl's girl. And when you're not a girl's girl, it's difficult for you to maintain friendships. The way that I feel Britt spent this whole thing was that Kelly was being like mean, and that Kelly was like, I don't want you to use my glam team. Which, when you think about it, is kind of like petty. I feel like a lot of the girls, I know that a lot of the girls use the same glam team. It's a great opportunity to cut the cost of everything, because if two people fly somebody out, then it's cheaper. It's cut in half as opposed to one person flying somebody out. My question was Kelly mad that Britt was using her glam team, period? Or was Kelly mad that Britt was using her glam team and not putting up her half of the money? We now know that, well, it's clear that Britt doesn't have as much money as she's trying to make it seem. It's clear that Britt is definitely trying to put up a certain type of facade as far as like how much money she has. And so my thought was Kelly upset that she was using her team, or was Kelly upset that she wasn't splitting the cost? And maybe that was just something that she didn't necessarily vocalize. That's my question. Now, could Kelly have been petty? Could there have been some animosity? I don't know Kelly well enough to say that. So that definitely 1,000% is a possibility, because I just don't know Kelly well enough to say, no, that's not the case. But based off of all of the information that I got from, Britt and her situation and how she interacts with others, it just very much so gives that could have been the case. When Kelly made it seemed like, she was like, oh yeah, because I went to Miami, I did BBL, I took my whole team and I let them get whatever surgery they wanted. Do I believe that? I absolutely, positively don't believe that. She's not doing that. She don't have that much money like that. And maybe she got them a little Botox. A little Botox is eight 600 or something like that. But a whole surgery, I don't think so. But she said that to make it seem like she has so much money. Do I think she has so much money? No. Do I think the other girls have so much money? No. I think some of them may be doing okay, but I don't think so. Why you think them bitches is all over here, over there, Portia trying to get her a rich man, because they trying to catch you come up just like everybody else. Now, starting off, they may have more money than you because you only have $5 in your account. I'm not trying to be funny. It's the truth. They may have more than that, but these are not like real like rich bitches. Let's be so fucking for real. Let's be so for real. So I thought maybe that's the real reason, because I can't imagine that Kelly was possibly that upset for any other reason. That would be crazy. And then we get to see Drew and Angela sit down and they get to have a conversation. Now, I was so grateful for this conversation, because when I saw Britt run over to Shamia and say, oh, we're going to be friends for life, and I always got your back, and all of this other stuff, and she crying, and then she took a shot, and then she showed her titties and all of this type of other stuff, I said, oh, she's a fake bitch for real. And she got some acting skills. And she's a great liar, not a great liar, but she's a liar. Because I know damn well she don't care about the situation that bad. And I know damn well she don't feel that passionate about Shamia. Now, her and Shamia may have had a friendship at one point, but y'all was never that close to the point where you was like, oh, we're going to be best friends like that. It just gave very, very, very much so fake. It gave, you're a fake ass bitch. That's what it gave. And I'm so happy that Drew said it, and I'm so happy that she made a face. Britt came on this show not because she wanted to be a fan favorite. Britt came on this show because she wanted to be lit. That's it. Britt just wanted to be. She wanted to be lit. She didn't give a fuck if she was gonna be a fan favorite, if she was gonna be the good guy, if she was gonna be the villain. She did not care. And that shows because she's doing whatever she can in order to be the center of attention. She's doing whatever she can to put in her 2 cents. She's doing whatever she can to try to be relevant. And every single time, it's a flop. Every time. No fail. It's a fucking flop. It's embarrassing at this point. I'm just like, what the hell? Britt is a mess. And that was so fake of her. And it was unnecessary. We did see that the girls went to Juvet. And it looks like they had so much fun. And I'm so happy for them for that, because it was another great opportunity for them to bond and just for it to really feel like a trip. I love to see them all participate in the oil and really dance and really be all over the place. And I just thought that was amazing. And I'm glad that they really did get a chance to have a good time. I also love that Phaedra tells the story. Well, Phaedra and Britt tells the story of Britt cleaning Phaedra. I feel like when you get to do stuff like that, that's a great bonding moment with your friends as well. Just like being there on just some like regular girl stuff. I've never had oil like all over my body like that, but I could imagine that it is helpful to have somebody to help you clean that shit off. And so I thought that was really cute. I did not like, Phaedra is a shady bitch, but I didn't like how Phaedra went back. Phaedra went back and told that Bray had an inverted nipple. Phaedra went back and told that Britt was having problems with Kelly. Phaedra's just like a messy, messy, messy bitch. And I was just like, Phaedra, shut the fuck up. Every time you look up, they showing one of Phaedra's little shady comments. Do I love a good shady comment? I do. Am I still here for Phaedra? I could pass. I still really don't care. But, that's just me. And then we get to see that Kelly is going through, she has a final conversation with her attorney regarding her divorce. She gets emotional about that. She also said that her crystal broke. The girls all support her in, throwing the crystal into the ocean, just symbolizing the end of her marriage and her moving past things. She still feels like she's going through a transitional healing time, and she, wants to get over her marriage and her divorce or whatever the process is in order for her to move forward. And I like Kelly. I like Kelly a lot, actually. I like that she's loud. I'm not around her, but on the TV, she doesn't seem like super loud to me, but I like that she's loud. I like her energy. And I think it's unfortunate that she's going through the situation that she's going through. So the title of this is I Objected at My Own Wedding and I Don't Regret a Damn Thing. Throwaway account for obvious reasons, buckle up. I, 30 female, was supposed to get married 3 months ago to my fiance of 6 years. I thought we were solid, comfortable, the kind of people who made dumb little TikToks and finished each other's sentences. I ignored the little gut feelings, the shift in his behavior, the overly protective phone habits, the way he started working late when he's a freaking high school gym teacher. I wanted to believe he was just stressed out about the wedding. Fast forward to the day of. Hair done, makeup done, bridesmaids half drunk on mimosas, and I'm feeling nervous but excited. Then my cousin busts in like a tornado holding her phone. She says, "You need to see this." It's an Instagram story from his ex, posted that morning of them in bed together, time stamped, location tagged, the same fucking city. I sat there in my robe like I was watching a horror movie where I was the victim. Everyone's yelling, cancel it, call him out, punch him in the teeth. Weirdly, I went calm, too calm. So, what did I do? I got dressed, beat face, put on the dress, smiled through the photos, and walked down the aisle like I was walking onto a board meeting. I said my vows, let him say his. I even held his slimy little hands. Then the officiant says, if anyone objects, speak now or forever hold your peace. I took a deep breath, smiled, and said, actually, I object. Gasps, literal screams. I pulled out my phone, connected to the Bluetooth speaker, and pressed play. The IG story blasted through the entire venue. X in bed, him in background, boom, mic drop. Then I turned to the best man, who happens to be my ex-situationship from college that I never quite got over, and said, still down for that dinner? He looked at me, smirked, and said, absolutely. We walked out, my dress flowing, his suit crisp, and left the groom standing there like a rejected bachelor contestant. Reception canceled, cake untouched, my mom fainted. 10 out of 10 would do it again. You a bad bitch for that one. I love it. I love a shameless, I don't give a fuck, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. The ex-girlfriend knew what she was doing. He knew what he was doing. And he was going to fucking embarrass you. And it's a good thing that you got out of there while you could. It's so much better to end a situation before you get married. Unless, of course, the person is rich and you want to get their money. But if it's a regular person, get out of there before things get like super hectic. Cause yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? That girl did you a fucking favor. And whoever is meant to truly be your husband would never, one, never do that to you. And two, he's out there and you're gonna be so happy one day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is going to be posted on all platforms where you can stream a podcast. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments, your questions down below. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye.
You tapped in now, it's a dose of precious. 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 She's grown. She's broke. She's speaking her mind. A little dose of truth with a whole lot of shine. Hot topics, real life, no stressing. You tapped in now, it's a dose of precious.